In today's video, I'm going to show you how I take a honeydew, cut it into slices and cubes the easy way. Hey, I'm Laura, and on this channel, I share my family's favorite recipes that are easy to make and a lot of these how to cook things videos and how to cut. So if you're just learning how to cook and want to get better, hit that red subscribe button. You and I can cook together a few times a week. So first things first, let's take our honeydew melon and bring it to the sink. I'm gonna wash it under warm water with a little bit of soap because whatever is on the outside, people have been handling it at the store, it's gonna get into your fruit. So you wanna make sure to give this a good wash and then rinse it off really well. Then I just take a clean kitchen towel and dry it off. Here we have our clean honeydew melon, and just like in my how to cut a watermelon and a cantaloupe video, one quick tip first is to place your honeydew on top of a kitchen towel. It helps you kind of create more of a sturdy surface if you always have trouble with that. If not, you're good to go. Up next, I recommend using a large kitchen knife versus a smaller one because there's a lot of surface to cut. A smaller knife is just simply not gonna cut through the rind and from one end to the other, so a large kitchen knife is best. The first thing I want to do is cut the ends. I usually cut the narrowest or the smallest end of my honeydew first, and let's take this one end out, and you want to cut enough to where you start to see some of the brighter yellow, not so much green or round. So this is pretty good. I'm gonna turn it around and cut through the other side. I've learned how to cut honeydew from my grandfather. I'm from Spain and I grew up eating honeydew all summer long. So whether or not it's the easiest way, this is certainly the way that we've always done it, is to take it and stand it up because it gives you a sturdy base. Now, one mistake that I see is people cut it straight in half and then your honeydew is not as stable. What my grandfather did is found the center point of the honeydew and cut straight down. Then you're gonna take your hand and hold the honeydew melon and cut a slice from that same center point straight down. And with that slice still standing up, you go and continue cutting all the way around. And then with your hands, you can turn it to make it easier, but again, still holding the honeydew straight up. Keep turning and holding them up together. If you have small hands like this is kind of a little bit challenging, but you can do it. And then now you have an entire honeydew that's been cut into slices. Now I found that the easiest way and quickest way to remove all of the pits from it is to take a spoon and go like this right into my bowl. Now I know a lot of you probably have cut honeydew melon in half and then kind of like a pumpkin, scooped up the seeds, but then it's more challenging to slice. I find that cutting up the entire honeydew melon is easiest because I can then slice it or cube it and stick it in the fridge for up to 4 days. And then I have a fresh snack to eat all week long. So remember the smaller paring knife that's really not good for cutting the entire honeydew. It is great to use to cut it into slices, especially if you're not very skilled with a larger knife. You're just gonna take your honeydew slice and cut it. You wanna cut the green from the rind and then keep the white or yellow part of the honeydew. And then once you have your honeydew slice, you can easily cube it and cut it any size you want. It's perfect to make fruit salads. You can store it sliced into a large glass container or cubed. While I continue to cube my honeydew melon and cut the rest of the slices, check the description box for other helpful videos and see you next time.